morning, everybody. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm bringing you today's Tabata hit circuit just a little early because I need to head into the office. But I love that I can share this workout earlier in the day. You can still take it during its normal time, or you can take it at any time that's convenient for you. So if you happen to see this while you're getting ready, maybe you're having a late start to your day, perhaps you can join me for a 30-minute body weight only Tabata hit circuit. We're going to start in just about 3 minutes. I want to give you some time if you just happen to be free and are tuning in. I know this is a big vacation week for many people. I know I love a good workout when I am on vacation. It's not for everyone, but hopefully it is for you if you're checking this out right now. Oh my gosh, internet, you're going insane. All right, so just 3 minutes till we get started. Find some space for yourself. Get yourself some water. Take a couple sips now before we get started. And if you can, just stand up. Find the movement that works and feels good for you. Working. We're going for super Tabata circuits today, so that means 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. And just 4 rounds of each move instead of 8, since we're doubling the work time. Today's workout is pretty squat heavy. We got a move that's going to involve squats, something that's going to focus a lot more on engaging the core, ab, and or some back strength. Squats, abs, squats, and then we're done. I'm actually really excited to go into work today because here in DC, it is so humid. I forgot to turn the air conditioning on after I taught class on Friday, and then I went and subbed at a different site, and I came back later that evening, and oh my gosh, like a wall hitting my face of heat. I'm still pretty steamy in here. Just came back from an awesome pre-shift morning run. I like to get my workouts in early, that way there's no excuses throughout the rest of the day. I think they give me great energy to move forward with my day, and also that working out early helps me to make better choices for both what I consume and just how I act and, you know, being as a person. All right, so let's go ahead and get started right now. We got 30 minutes of work coming your way. Actually, we got less than 30 minutes of work coming your way because we're starting with a nice little warm-up, and we're going to finish with a little cool down and stretch. So give yourself some lateral side-to-side step taps. Start to warm up those inner and outer thighs, and some shoulder rolls. Maybe individual shoulder rolls, maybe both at the same time. Focus on drawing your abdominal core in, almost like you're tightening a belt on your midsection in a way that would encourage you to draw in your belly. Make sure that you're breathing throughout all of the moves today, and do your best to have a good time. See if you can bring a smile to your face. Get ready. We're going to plant those feet. We're just going to get some big side body stretches in 3, 2, plant those feet nice and wide. Inhale those arms up overhead. Relax your right arm down, reach over to the left side. Inhale back up through center, both arms. Exhale, one arm down, reach to the opposite side. Let's do 2 more to each side, just like this, just starting to warm up, finding the range of motion that works for you. Exhale into that big stretch. Inhale to find that length. Reach those arms down. We're going to go ahead and step and reach this time. Just starting to get some little side lunge action. I want you to really think today as we're going through our squats about doing your best to, as quickly as you can, bring the weight into your heel. Let's just press through the chest right here. A little squeeze of those shoulder blades. Warm up that upper body just a bit before our plank moves come up. And the last standing move we're going to do right here in our warm-up to warm up those abs. So reach for your opposite toe. You can keep your hands down. You can give it a little side-to-side lunge and take a little of the ab workout, or twist side to side. Reach that opposite arm up towards the ceiling. Already starting to bring your weight into your heels. Make sure you're still breathing. 2 more each side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Sink those glutes down. Go ahead, drop one shoulder forward. Find that length through the crown of your head, so try to take that rounding out of your back. Chest comes forward. And then opposite side. If it feels good, even looking over your shoulder, bringing your neck into the twist. Make sure not too much weight is creeping into those toes. Give yourself a cat-cow right here. Cow. And then cat yourself all the way up to the top. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale your arms down by your side. Go ahead, come into a march for me. March, maybe you're jogging it out. Just want to tell you about the first move that we have coming up today, and I want you to start working on getting that heart rate up a little bit. So we're going to start off with some sumo or goddess squats. You're going to open your feet really wide, and whatever direction your knees are pointing in, your toes are pointing into. The most basic move that you can be doing for this goddess squat section is weight in your heels, just going down with your knees open wide to the side, not coming forward so you're not rolling towards the inner or outer edges of your feet. Feet are firmly planted. Just find the depth that works for you, whether that's a teeny little goddess squat or whether you can reach all the way down. We'll do round 1, going all the way up and down at a slow pace. I want you to take your time in 3, 2, 1. So keep that chest up, draw your core in. Press through your heels. Lower down carefully, lift yourself up. You can have your hands at your hips to help you if balance already feels like a challenge. Keeping your hands at your chest can encourage you to keep that chest lifted. Remember, weight is in your heels. And you're taking a little squeeze of that backside on the way up. Make sure you're not just dropping down into the squat. You're intentionally lowering down, and you're intentionally pressing yourself back up. If you need to take a break during this 40 seconds, that's fine. Come back in to the movement when you can. Awesome. Now we get a 20-second break, so shake it out. See if you can still keep moving just a little bit. We're going to try to increase the challenge on round 2, so we're going to add a pulse at the bottom before we come back up. We're going to squat halfway up, down, and all the way up. You ready? Begin. So squat down halfway, all the way, lift, lower, halfway, all the way, lift. Great work. Keep that chest lifted. Make sure you're still breathing. Keep those legs nice and wide. Maybe you're starting to feel that burn in your quads, in your glutes. Oh. Ooh, we got it, y'all. 3 seconds left. Awesome. All right, you can stick with either of those 2 moves that we started with, or perhaps you add in a little bit of a hop this time. I'm gonna try the hop, but y'all know I get scared about jumping with my neighbor downstairs. All right, you ready? 3, 2, begin. So maybe you're just giving a little bit of a jump squat. Maybe you're squatting down, finding that half pulse, and then also coming into a little jump. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that jump is hard. Gonna take a second, shake it out. Come right back into that movement. Make sure your feet are wide enough here so that as you do squat down, your knees are not going past your toes. Almost to the end. Challenge yourself to see change. Oh my gosh, we made it. We got one more time through. Then we get to hit the floor, get down on our backs. How are you going to push yourself here? Last time through of this wide-legged squat for today. Shake out those glutes, bang out those quads, and begin. So remember, knees out wide. Make sure your knees aren't starting to fall in, or do your best to control to keep that from happening. Remember, you're bringing the weight back to your heels. Oh, halfway. I know, especially if you're new, there's a lot of temptation to bring the weight into the outsides or insides of your feet. So perhaps you just go a little lower, slower, and not as deep, and really focus on those heels and those knees wide. Just about 5 seconds left. You do what works for you. You can always come back tomorrow. Oh, we made it. Okay. Grab a quick sip of water if you want. Let's get down to the floor. Next up, we got a suitcase crunch. So let me show you the full body move first. Total body move if you can. Arms are going to go up overhead. Legs come pretty straight. Everything comes together. Everything reaches out. If you need to be a little more gentle on yourself, perhaps you keep one of your feet on the floor so that you can still focus on this crunch. Or even keeping one foot on the floor, you can do one leg the first time and then switch it up the second time around. So just find a way to keep moving in 3, 2, 1, begin. So big stretch out, hollow body hold. Exhale, bring your elbows and knees together. Inhale, stretch it back out. Make sure you're not jutting your chin up towards the ceiling. So you have that nice length through your spine, through the crown of your head, and your shoulders are lifting up off of the floor with your head. It's not just that head looking up, lifting up from the floor. So don't look straight up towards the ceiling. Look in the direction of those knees. And remember, you can always have one foot down on the floor to help you get some leverage right here to be in control. Take a break. Do whatever feels good for this break. Maybe a little twisting side to side, maybe knees to chest pose, maybe a quick sweaty savasana. We're going to stick with that same move. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Doesn't always have to be complicated. We don't have to make the move more challenging every single time. If you're having trouble with your back down on the floor, think about sitting yourself up right here, bringing those knees in towards your chest. Just changing the move a little bit. Make sure your belly is still drawn back towards your spine. I think it feels better to be laying down. Make sure you don't have any pressure if for whatever reason you have your fingers touching the back of your head. And if your lower back is arching off of the mat as your toes stretch out, kick more to the ceiling. Take a break. So as you get tired, don't sacrifice keeping that lower back on the floor. Modify by either kicking up at a diagonal or bringing one foot down. We got 2 rounds left, and then we get to stand up. Ready? Go for it. And remember, it's not all about speed. Sometimes those slow movements really working to get that lift. Exhale, crunch at the top instead of just allowing momentum to do the work. Oh. Slow and steady wins the race. We'll keep that lower back on the floor. Mine's trying to lift up, so I'm going to kick a little higher. Take a break. We got one more round through. I feel the burn. I feel alive, y'all. Let's go. Here we go, for real. All right. lifting your chest up to bring your elbows to your knees. Oh my gosh, instead of just bringing your knees to your elbow, work to keep that lower back down on the floor as well. Use a little bit more of those upper abs to lift yourself up at the very end of this contraction here. Oh my gosh. Oh, we did it. All right, we're gonna make our way over onto our feet. I like this next move. I was doing a dance workout over the weekend, and they included this in the dance workout, and I was like, oh my God, we haven't done that in so long. I love that move. It's so hard. This is not fun in a dance workout. We're gonna do that on Monday. And here we are. We're about to do our step into a squat. So you're gonna step to the side, feet come together. You're gonna squat down just a teeny bit. You're gonna tap out to the side with the weight in your heel, your glutes behind you. You're gonna bring that leg back in. You're gonna sit lower. You're gonna tap out one more time. Stand up, step, squat, tap, tap. Awesome, ready? I'll turn to the side so you really see me shifting my glutes back in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So step, inner leg taps to the side, reach for that chair behind you. Let's do a double tap. Can you stay low as you move to the side into your squat? Tap, sit lower, tap, tap. Work to keep that chest lifted though. So, chest is going to slightly, belly's gonna come towards the thighs, but work to keep that chest from coming to the floor. Make sure you find that lower range of motion for your second double tap. Or if you need to, you can stick with that single tap. Oh, feeling it in the glutes. All right, take a break, shake it out. Same thing, we're just gonna stick with the same move all 4 rounds. Ready? All right, so I'll start off slow with you again, just in case you need that. So we're gonna start coming into a squat. So we're already a little low. Weights in your heels, don't let those knees come forward of your toes. Step to the side, as wide of a step as feels good. We're gonna tap it out, so a little balance. Come down a little lower. We got that single leg squat, side leg lunge. Step together, tap, lower down, tap, tap. Step together, high tap, low tap. Step together, tap, tappa, tappa. This is the tappa, 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 which is one of my favorite take a break Simpson references ever. Tappa, tappa, tappa. All right, 2 more times through. Make sure as you sit into that second squat, you're really working to shift those hips back. Feel that in your quads and your glutes. Begin. So squat down, tap, lower squat, tap, tap. Stay low if you can. Step to the side, tap, lower, tap, tap. Worst case scenario, you go to sit lower, whoa, you get a little wobbly. And you know what happens? You pull that core in a little bit more. You learn how to really use those abs to help you find the balance on the single leg here. Oh my gosh, that glute. Really make sure you're finding that noticeable. Take a break, second level. Whatever that looks like for you today, don't phone it in. We got 1 last round. We're gonna take a break on the floor after this round. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, find your initial squat. Squat, tap, lower squat, tappa, tappa. Tap, tappa, tappa. Stay low. If you can, tap, low. Tappa, tappa. If you need to, if you stood up, you just squat down here, tap, and still find your second tier. Make sure that weight is shifting into your heel. Pull that draw core in. Oh my gosh. 5 seconds left. What do you think of this move? Do you like this one as much as I do? I think it's fun. You're done. Grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna get a little bit of plank, pike work. Okay, so if handstands are in any way a dream of yours, as they are a dream of mine, this next move is gonna be a great start. Any sort of move where you work to really pull your core in and slowly shift the weight forward with control is great. If you have gliders, this is a move that you can do with gliders, presuming most people don't. We're just gonna walk it out together. All right, so for this one, let's actually start in a plank. We're gonna start in a plank, and if you have to bring your knees down to the floor while we get to the plank part, that's totally fine. Otherwise, we're in a plank, our hips are low. We're gonna reach forward, and then walk those feet up as far as we can. So we're working to eventually and ideally start to stack those hips a little on top of our shoulders, like a reverse inchworm, and then finding a little bit of balance work. Ready? 3, 2, 1, begin. So walking it back out into the plank, intentionally shifting shoulders forward, hips down, finding that forward reach. Try not to let those hips shift too much, and then walk it back up. So we're walking feet to hands, really pressing some weight into those hands palms. Then walking feet back into a plank. This is a great move you could try also with a Swiss ball. If you had a Swiss ball, makes it a little easier to really stack those shoulders over hips. All right, we made it. Take the weight off of your hands, palms. Relax those shoulders. Ooh, ooh. Got 2 more times. Three, 2, 1. Get in that plank position. So plank, walking those feet up. Maybe you're just walking your feet up and you're only making it into a down dog position and then walking back. Make sure you intentionally shift shoulders forward and then find that reach. Otherwise, walking it as far up as you can. Maybe taking an extra moment to just practice with those hips as high as you can get them. You're just working to get there and feel light on your toes. Take a break. I wish I'd just gone into that plank and not cheated myself. It's okay. We got 2 more rounds. And then 1 more standing move, and then we're done. We're doing great getting through it today. 3, 2, 1. So it's not all about speed. I'm not getting into that pike as quickly as possible because I really want to focus also on the balance aspect of shifting a little bit more weight into those hands palms and then shifting those shoulders forward at the bottom. Almost done. Awesome. Take your break. We got 1 more time through. How you feeling? Hopefully great. I'm sweaty, but I'm feeling great, feeling proud. Let's work those abs and shoulders once more. Here we go. Really think about drawing your belly button back to your spine as much as possible as these legs walk in. I forgot. Oh. We made it. All right, let's make our way to our feet for our last move of the day. I'm just gonna mop my face off real fast. And then we got our last squat. I know, so many squats. But you're worth it. Legs are one of the largest muscle groups. If you're joining me early in the morning, we're getting that start in that large muscle group early. We're gonna burn more energy. And hopefully some of just like your spilkies, your negative energy, so you can sit and be focused and feel great throughout the rest of the day. All right, so for our next move, we're once again going to come into a squat. We're gonna try and stay in the squat. I don't care how low your squat is. I don't care if there's just a teeny bend in your knee and you're alternating between stepping one leg back, tapping that toe back, bringing it in, and tapping. So once again, it's a tap. See if you can avoid going for that full plant and really shifting the weight. We're focusing a little bit more on some single leg squat action here. So just squatting down and tapping your toes. If you're really struggling with the squat and tap, I encourage you to just come into one of my favorites, the little knee drive, which is slightly less challenging, a little more cardio. All right, you ready? We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Squat down and begin. So tap it back, just tapping it back. Shifting the weight, tapping it back. Maybe you want to go for 2 before you shift the weight. I want you to really reach for something behind you, part of the yoga mat. So I'm going to reach all the way for the back side of the yoga mat to get as large of an extension as I can. You can have fun. Maybe get a little cross body move in there as well. Stop. That's what it's all about. It's about having fun, y'all. If you don't enjoy yourself while you're exercising, if you cannot find a way to bring a smile to your face somehow, whether it's the move that you're doing, how proud you are of yourself, the music that you're listening to, squat down, let's start again, then you're not going to keep coming back. You gotta keep pushing yourself. But I really think that the results come faster if you're having fun. If you're having fun, this feels like such a great investment of your time. Maybe you feel miserable when you're doing it, but you feel so good after that little after burn and glow, especially if you're drinking lots of water. Yeah, okay, solid idea. Instead of tapping that foot down behind you, challenging that balance for a little kick back. Make sure you're pressing through that heel. See how that fires up a little differently. Just an option. I liked it. You ready? Here we go. So still staying low. Takes a little extra balance and engagement to find this extension, the full extension of your leg, without having the joy of your toe down on the floor to help you get there. Can you sit a little lower but keep that chest lifted? Oh my gosh, one more time through. Wow, one more time through, y'all. We're amazing. You ready for your last 40 seconds of work for the day? I am. Let's just turn our computers off. Go outside and party. All right, go ahead, squat down. Just kidding. I already ordered my eggs to be ready for me at the office. I will admit today is the first day that I've been wondering why the omelets are like so cheesy. And then I realized I was hitting the button that said extra cheese. So we're gonna see what happens today. I didn't hit that button. But I'm psyched for my post-workout mushroom omelet. Yes! All right, ooh, let's shake it out. I really actually want you to just take a moment, shake those legs out, either bouncing through your knees on your heels, or giving yourself a little bit of a twist. Any way that you can literally just shake those muscles out. Let's take a couple breaths before we go into a forward fold. So open those legs really wide, bend your knees, inhale, stretch up, reach through your fingers, stretch through your belly, exhale, arms come down. 2 more just like that. Slow down your breath, really slow down this exhale, bring your heart rate down. Arms stay up overhead this time, turn your toes forward, bring your arms down parallel. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take this extra arch out of your back though, and tuck your pelvis under. So shoulder blades are squeezing towards each other. Chest is opening, but there's not a big overarching at the back. All right. Deep inhale, pull your belly in. Exhale, we're gonna hinge forward, come down with the flat back, and bring your hands down towards the floor. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, and you can bring those hands forward as well. It's okay to shift your weight into your toes. So bring your hips on top of your heels instead of towards the back of the room like they might have been when you first came down. So weight comes into your toes. Keep one hand down on the floor. Inhale the opposite arm up towards the ceiling. If it feels good, you can even take a little bind with that arm, bring the back of your fingers towards the opposite side hip, and then use your elbow to help open you up. Get a nice stretch through the sides of the leg, into the back. Stretch through the crown of your head. Keep that stomach sucked in. If you went for a bind, inhale your arm up. Exhale that hand down. Let's go for the other side. Inhale it up. Take a moment. Keep it long. Find length through your spine. Get those legs as straight as feels good for you today. Go for that bind if that also feels right. Stretch your elbow towards the ceiling. Take an extra little twist. Oh, what a beautiful stretch through the side part of the body. Let's release the bind if you went there. Exhale, bring those hands down. I want you to just bend your knees into a deep squat and then straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your knees, maybe lift up into Malasana. Inhale, hands down, straighten your legs. 2 more. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, straighten your legs. I think I lost count. Last full one. Inhale, straighten your legs. Heel toe those feet a little closer together. Shift your hands to your thighs. Drop those hips down. Once again, come and drop your shoulder down. Take a big inhale, switch opposite side. Belly down to the floor, cat-cow it out. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down by your side. That's exactly 30 minutes. If you need to leave right now, go for it. We'll go 1 more little circle of stretches or cycle. So come into this delightful quad stretch. Find something to balance on. If you need to, point that knee as much down towards the floor. Work to get your 2 knees in one line and your 2 hips in the same line as well. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Stretch through the crown of your head. Take 2 more breaths. And then let's bring it into a figure 4 pose. Sit yourself back and down. Stretch the outside of the knee towards the floor. We did a lot of squats today, so I just want to make sure you get some great stretches through that lower half of the body. Exhale, sit down 1 more time. It's okay to wobble. Inhale, lift yourself up, opposite side. Get that quad stretch. Definitely encourage you throughout the day. Set a timer for yourself. Get up from your desk and stretch. You can do these same stretches that we're just doing, even sitting in your chair. I promise They're gonna make you feel so good. So take that time throughout the day to focus on yourself, focus on your breath. Be so proud of yourself for coming, for working out early this morning. If you have any questions or concerns, I can't even remember if I said it's me, Jessica, but you know it is. Feel free to reach out. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take one more big breath. Exhale those arms down by your side. And I can't wait to see y'all again on Wednesday for core and stretch.